And hello everybody, we are back here at the YCS Bologna. I am joined by Mathieu Bricard, a French player who not only was the back-to-back finalist in the French Nationals in 2022 and 2023, but also is the previous winner of the YCS Bologna last year. Mathieu, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you very much. I just arrived this morning and I'm very excited to play the event.
Yeah, you told me something off camera that you just arrived after 14 hours of of car ride.
Not driving, and I'm not the driver because I can't. But yeah, like we just arrived.
You just arrived, and luckily you had some sleep, so it's fine. So you are, I guess, well prepared for this event, of course. Does it feel special for you to come back here after last year's victory?
Yes, of course, a little, because it means that I'm gonna be on feature match most likely round one, I think. So it means I can show off something for sure. Usually when I go into an event, I'm not sure that I'll go on a feature match to show off my deck. So now it's something I have on top of everything else. And also I love YCSs in general.
Yeah, right, and YCS loves you as well, as we can tell. But yeah, the fact that you won last year, does it add any extra pressure on your shoulders, or do you feel, fine as usual?
I don't put any pressure on myself, any more pressure than usual, because I know how the events goes, and I know there's a lot of luck involved, so I don't want to think I can't lose because I won last year. It doesn't make sense for me, and I don't have any more control than I did last year.
Yeah, makes sense actually. And for people at home, because there are a lot of people, they always ask for advice, for some pieces of advice to try to prepare the best they can for a tournament. How do you prepare specifically for some YCSs?
So the best way to prepare, I think, is to play every deck in the format a little bit and then pick either one of them or one that's not among them, and just play one of the deck you like to play, because it's a long tournament. It's like 15 rounds of Swiss right now, and if you're playing a deck you don't like, you're gonna make a lot more mistakes and you're not gonna make it through day one even.
So usually you like to choose and to pick a deck that you are comfortable with more than the best deck of the format. That is your way to pick a deck?
Yes, because if you play the best deck in the room but you don't like it, you will not perform with it. You will misplay because you did not prepare enough, because it was not fun enough to prepare, because the preparation is a lot of volume, a lot of games that you have to play, and if it's not fun, you won't be as efficient. You know?
Yeah, it does make sense, and I actually agree with you on the fact that you have to play all the decks of the format to just get prepared to all those strategies, and I think that's very, very clever. So if you want to perform at the next YCS, take that advice into account. And specifically about this YCS, by the way, speaking about the format and all the decks that are currently here, which deck for you is the best deck in the room?
I would say the best deck in the room is Draco Tail, if I'm talking about the engines people are playing. But most people know that, so it's going to be targeted in the sideboards with cards like Dimensional Shifter and Fisher Dimensional for decks that can play them. Not far behind, I think there are Mitsurugi variants that can play those cards like Shifter and Dimensional Fissure, and then we have some other decks like the Yumis and the K9s, which are interesting, but I think Draco Tails is the best engine right now.
So Draco Tail on top. I'm surprised because you didn't mention Malice deck, the Malice strategy, which is on the rise over the past few weeks. And do you think it's still off the radar, or how do you feel about this strategy?
It's coming back for sure, and one of the biggest reasons is the Draco Tail matchup, I think, because it has a pretty good Draco Tail matchup, because like I said, Draco Tail is very weak to cards like Shifter, Fisher, and different dimension grounds, so Malice can play all of those, and even when Malice doesn't draw one of those, the Malice interruptions banish cards, so it's good into Draco Tails. and that makes the deck like come back a little bit. Also, it was pretty weak before because people were playing Lancia. Now they didn't, they stopped, so Malice could come back and didn't need Splash Mage any, it didn't need the card as much as before because it was the way to play around Lancia. Now, since there are less Lancias, the deck doesn't need Splash Mage as bad. But maybe people are starting to put them back in their deck.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially, I talked about the winner of the French Open, and he told me that Lancias are back in the side.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know how it's gonna do for this event. Are you gonna surprise us? Are you gonna just put some spices in your deck, or are you gonna play something that a lot of players expect?
I'll just say I'm not playing one of the 3 to 4 best decks.
Oh, so we are going to see something special on stream, and it's gonna be great. Finally, Mathieu, do you feel confident during this event to win it all and bring it back home?
I can only hope, but I'm confident I will have fun in the event.
And that is the most important indeed, because fun is the key in this game. Thanks a lot, Mathieu, for your time. That was lovely to have you here. And at home, don't go anywhere, because we'll be back soon with some more content.